be happy about this little gathering. So let's move on and celebrating his life. I'm not going to sugarcoat things, and he was a good dad. He was a good papa. Only one person was his greater love than his beloved wife, Mary. And we all know who that was. Himself. He would tell you. And he had a car tag with quotes, perfect in every way. Mary instigated these things and bought that for him. He'd also say, it's hard to be humble when you're as good as I am. When he left a party, he'd say, I'm glad you got to see me. Early in life, he enjoyed scuba diving and playing music for friends and family. He really liked to entertain, and he really disliked sports. Therefore, he didn't make a lot of soccer games. When he did make it, it could be embarrassing to us because once he sat on the coach's side. Another time, when he was on the parent side, I can't even mention what he did out loud and blame someone else. He liked to make people laugh. His passion for music. He had a love affair with music. One of my greatest memories. I was in second grade and he took me and my grandma to a Jimmy Buffett concert, where Jimmy Buffett was the opening act for Little River Band. 3 generations, probably 1978. You could do the math. I used to sit out in the hall in kindergarten, being punished because I was singing in class a song that my dad used to do by Jimmy Buffett, and he changed the words to what he thought might be better. Why don't we get drunk in school? Later in life, Dad and I still shared love for the same music. We both liked talking about music, so that is what we usually shared and had in common. He was a great musician and wrote a lot of his own songs. My cousin Wendy and I used to canoe down the river singing one of his originals, My River's Not Wide. We added a few of our own words, but for a period of time, we frequented Destin, Florida, staying in his customized van so that he and Mom could go scuba diving. They would always bring me sand dollars that they found. He was a very sensitive and had a good heart. He loved the beach. And most of us know that I grew up on the service drive in Biloxi. He introduced us to Bob Marley back in the 70s before anyone knew who Bob Marley was. Every weekend, setting up his equipment for a jam session to play music and have parties. This was our life. A lot of parties, and he really liked to have a good time. He was a very hardworking man, loved his job. He took a lot of pride in working for the Navy. Even when he retired, they brought him back to take LCACs on sea trial. He wasn't always the best behavior, on his best behavior, but I will treasure the last days I spent with him. All he wanted was me and Greg by his side. He didn't want his grandsons, Keelan and Harper, to see him weak and sick. So Greg and I were there for his last breaths on this earth, telling him how much we loved him, telling him how much he was loved by the rest of his family and friends, and that, of course, shows here today. And that he did good, and that he will be very missed. I know it's very difficult, but if anyone has anything else that they would like to share about my dad, Rick Saunier, you can come up. But I do have one more thing to say. His sister is very sick, so when you go home and pray, say a prayer for her, for Norma, Steffi too, please. All right, thank y'all so much for being here.